Hello everyone, I am Vaibhav Bakale. Today we are going to discuss on the topic of central dogma of the life. In the molecular biology, central dogma illustrate the flow of the genetic information from DNA to the RNA to protein. The central dogma is defined as a process in which the information in DNA is converted into a functional product. It is suggested that the information present in a DNA is essential to make up all proteins, and the RNA acts as a messenger that carries the information through the ribosomes. So, the concept of central dogma, it is a sequence of interaction can be understood through the framework. The most common include biopolymers. The major category of biopolymers include proteins, RNA, and DNA that are further divided into a general transfers, unknown transfers, and the third one is the spatial transfers. So the first one is the spatial transfers. Spatial transfers occurs in an exceptional case in the laboratory. Genetic transfers occurs in the almost all the cells. Then it describes the regular flow of the information through the transcription and the translation. Unknown transfers as are said never to occur. Then the new DNA strand are formed with one strand of parent DNA and other is newly synthesized. This process is called as the semi-conservative DNA replication. Then the central dogma steps. The central dogma steps takes place in two different steps. First step is the transcription. Transcription is the process by which the information is transferred from one strand of the DNA to the RNA by the enzymes RNA polymerase. Then the DNA strand which undergoes this process consists of three parts, namely promoter, structural gene, and the terminator. The DNA strand that synthesizes the RNA is called the template strand, and the other strand is called as the coding strand. Then the DNA dependent RNA polymerase binds to the promoter and catalyzes the polymerization in the 3 end to 5 direction 5 end direction. As it approaches the terminator sequence, it terminates and releases the newly synthesized RNA strand. The newly released RNA strand further undergoes post transcriptional modification. Then another second step is the translation. Translation is the process by which the RNA codes for specific proteins. It is an active process which requires the energy. This energy is provided by the charged tRNA molecules. Then the ribosomes initiate the translation process. The ribosomes consist of a longer subunit and a smaller subunit. The larger subunit in turn consists of two tRNA molecules placed close enough to so that peptide bond can be formed at the expense of the enough energy. Then the mRNA enters the smaller subunit, which is then held by the tRNA molecules of the complementary codon present in the larger subunit. Thus, two codons are held by two tRNA molecules. It plays the close to each other, and a peptide bond is formed between them. As this process repeats, long polypeptide chains of amino acids are synthesized. Then the genetic code. Genetic code contains the information of the protein manufactured from the DNA. These are basically, genetic code are basically three nucleotide and four nitrogenous bases, which collectively from the triplet codon that codons for the amino acid. Therefore, the number of possible amino acids range to 4 into 4 into 4 is equals to 64 amino acids. There are 20 naturally existing amino acids. So, this is about the central dogma of life. Thank you.